Alright guys, so day 49 part 1. So in this video I'm just gonna summarize my previous video because it ended up getting way too long because I got sidetracked quite a bit. So anyways, the quote that I'm gonna explain my perspective on is if you're lonely at the top, it's because you didn't bring enough people with you. Now the way I see it, based on my experiences as someone who started on this journey towards building true wealth and self-improvement and all of this at a very young age, probably around 12-13 years. Probably when I was around 12 or 13 years old, that's when it really started. Based on what my experiences, I can tell you that you will not regret not going to parties, not drinking alcohol, not smoking weed, not doing drugs, not doing dumb shit with your friends in the middle of the night that you know you shouldn't be doing, because all of those things just deter you from your goals. What you will regret, however, is not spending time with the people that you actually care about, who actually care about you as well. Looking back at my past and the things that I've sacrificed in order to get to where I am and accomplish at least some of my goals, I don't regret not going to all the parties that I missed. I don't regret not getting drunk with my friends, not smoking weed, not doing any of that shit, right? I don't regret any of that. In fact, I'm so glad that I didn't get into any of that, because it's made me a better person and it's made me more competent and capable of getting to where I want to go. What I do regret, however, is not spending enough time with my family, for example, right? Those are people, because they're the people who actually care about me that I also actually care about, right? Most of your friends don't actually give a shit about you, and you really don't give a shit about them either. If you ask yourself, what would happen if you didn't speak to any of your friends for the rest of your life, any of your current friends, if you didn't speak to them for the rest of your life, would it be that big of a deal to you? Probably not, because you'll just make new friends. But if I ask you the same question, let's say your parents or your sibling or a family member, right? What if I asked you if you could, what it would be like to not speak to them for the rest of your life? It would be a completely different story, right? So that's the difference between the priority that you give to people who actually care about you, that you actually care about, versus people who are just in your life as a byproduct of the environment that you were placed in as a kid. Most of the people that you know in your life right now are not people that you intentionally went and became friends with. You just know them because you were all placed in the same environment. You went to the same school, you lived in the same neighborhood, you went to the same college, you worked the same job, whatever it may be. It's not like you went and found this let's say his name's Jack, for example, or Jason, right? It's not like you went and found Jason online, searched him up, saw his content, liked who he was, liked his mission and whatnot, actually reached out to him and established a connection and started building that relationship. That's actually networking through online social media platforms and whatnot, but you probably didn't do that. Most of the people that you know, you just know them because you were placed in the same environment as them, and so they're not that important, right? Of course, like if you've been lucky enough to find people who are like-minded, who are also pursuing the same things that you are, then great, keep maintaining that relationship. But everyone else, they don't matter, right? They're not as important. So the whole point of this is just to say you will regret not spending time with people you actually care about, who also actually care about you. But you're not going to regret not doing dumb shit with your friends who don't even know you, who you don't really know either. Like, if that makes sense. I know that sounds very, very confusing and it's just a bunch of word blabber, but hopefully you got something out of that, right? Hopefully you got the point. Just while you're in the pursuit of your goals, while you're in the pursuit of building wealth, do not neglect people you care about. Do not neglect people who care about you. Make sure that you spend time with them, even if it means you can't work for an extra 2 hours today or tomorrow or over the weekend or whatever it may be, right? Make time for these people. They're the ones that actually matter in the end, and they're the ones that are going to be with you at the top once you get there. And if you do that, you're not going to be lonely. You'll only be lonely if you cut these people off too. But if you cut off people who don't serve you, who don't add anything to your life, who are just bad influences, you will not regret cutting those people out. You'll only regret keeping them around in the first place. And so that's what I've learned based on my experiences. Hopefully you got some value out of that, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.